Welcome to Drogheda and the Boyne Valley Camino. And it starts right here. The Boyne Valley Camino is a 25-kilometre looped pilgrim path, taking walkers on a journey through history. One of Ireland's newest waymarked walking routes, I've been excited to get to this corner of the East Coast for a while now. And lucky for me, when I messaged the gang who've put this trail together, they were delighted to hear that I was interested and were really helpful, sending out one of their own to greet me at the start line and make sure I had all my maps and a passport to collect stamps in along the way. So I was just joined by Anya from the Boyne Valley Camino Society, I guess, and she told me some of the amazing history and connections of this area as we walked the first couple of K through Drogheda itself, which was so gorgeous. Like walking through the ruins of an old abbey along the river. It's super beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to this trail. In talking to Anya, I learned that people from the northeast of Ireland would have assembled in Drogheda to take boats from the port there to A Coruña in Galicia in Spain, walking the remaining 75 kilometres to Santiago de Compostela to complete their pilgrimage. So I've made it to, I guess, halfway out here. The route is kind of like a figure of 8. So you follow the blue line out and then to Mellifont and then the pink line back. And so I made it to the junction. It's my first info board since Drogheda and I'm a bit over 5k in, thereabouts. And so I guess what's nice is if you did want to break the 25k into 2 different parts, you could do it to here and then walk back in. And then you could come out and do the top loop separate if you wanted. But yeah, here we are. The sun is shining and keep going. So I've made it to Mellifont Abbey, which is the, I guess, furthest point away from Drogheda of the trail. And like, what a beautiful place it is. It's so cool. So this is the first Cistercian abbey in our monastery? Monastery in Ireland. And Boyle, where Carl and I live, is one of its sister abbeys. So it would have been the second or third or so abbey, Cistercian abbey built after this one, or from this one out into Ireland. Which is cool to like find a little link to home today. Right here. Thank you, Anya, for the orange juice. The trail is very reminiscent of my memories of when Carl and I walked the Camino del Norte in about 2015. Everything from the kind of plaques they use for the waymarking, to the painted yellow arrows, to just utilising any quieter lanes or like disused roads to try and route you on the smoothest path possible. It's not a trail that's fully off-road, but it does its best to keep you to the really quiet areas and, yeah, wind you through the countryside, taking in forests, boreens, whatever's available to bring you, yeah, on your journey. And I couldn't have really asked for a nicer day. So, yeah, I'm enjoying myself so far. So I actually got a bunch of maps that I have definitely not covered in crumbs. Starting off, so they have like a free mapping guide, which has the whole route, which I can now say I have made it to Mellifont. And now I just have to head back along the Pink, which apparently is going to be a teeny bit longer, around 13k. There is a coffee dock apparently, so that's the next big push. Back through the forest and then over the obelisk bridge and along the river again. So that's going to be gorgeous. But what I also got was the Celtic Camino and Camino Inglés from Aclarunza and REFERRAL. So this is all about the different Irish and English Caminos that we have that you can do ahead of going to Spain. So by collecting the stamps in a passport, just like this one. For the Camino routes that you do here, the kilometres you do over here can count towards your Camino in Spain. Because historically, it's said that people would have taken the tall ships from Drogheda down to A Coruña. And then you walk 75k from there down to the Santiago de Compostela. And you get your full Compostela. And so we have the Boyne Valley we have the Boyne Valley Camino, which is what I'm doing right now. The Bray Coastal Camino I'm going to have to look up. So that's a new one to me. But this is very gorgeous. I have done a couple of them now. Done the Kirkpatrick Heritage Trail and I've done the Kerry Camino. And now we have this one. Ticking them off one by one. If I ever get back to Spain again, I'll have plenty of kilometres to add to my Compostela over there. Okay, that's enough chatting for now. Time to enjoy some sunshine and then walk through the ruins of the Abbey and get back on the road.
The stonework, you know.
Yeah. And could you be here 1,000 years later?
Yeah, how long did it take them?
Oh.
And again, where did the stone come from?
Yeah.
It was all just labour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just probably from 4 o'clock in the morning till dark.
Until you fell asleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the craftsmanship. Yeah. Hi.
What can I get you?
Can I get an oat flat white?
Oat flat white, yeah.
Yeah, the Boyne Valley Camino loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
You got the weather for it.
Oh, I know, right?
Do you have the passport, like for me to stamp or anything? Or
Oh, I have the passport.
stuff like that might not be able.
Oh, cool.
Sorry,
So, I just got coffee at Aggie's, and now I think I'm basically just walking in a little circle around the church, which feels very Camino-ish. And I think I'm going to join back down onto the road that I was on 2 minutes ago, walk out of this little village, and I'll be hitting another forest soon. But basically it's 4 p.m. And I've got like 18k done, so I've still got what, 18k, 7k to go ish. It's probably another 2 hours when you're filming. So here we are. Basically, I've made it back to, I just came down those steps there, and I've made it back to the figure of 8 joining point. So I've made it back onto the bottom loop of the trail, and the far section there from Tullyallen back to here was absolutely gorgeous. That was so pretty. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, had a lovely walk. And I feel like I've said this 5 times already in this video, but I just feel so lucky with the day that I'm having. Ireland has just been so wet for so long, and I was supposed to come do this trail on a different date, and the weather was just so bad I had to cancel it. And yeah, so to be here today just, yeah, feels magic. Right. Oh, you know what I love? Just seeing yellow arrows painted on stuff. It just brings me back so much to walking the actual Camino. And now we're going over a cool bridge. So what I actually just passed just behind me is the back entrance to the Battle of the Boyne OPW site, which just looked really cool. That's too late for me to stop me off at another OPW site. I'll never make it home. I always spend forever there. And plus, that wasn't actually the main entrance, that was the back. So, but looked very impressive from that side. And then I saw another sign for Newgrange Monument this way, and it's yeah, basically I'm only here for a day today, but I'm gonna have to come back and do a second visit soon, just for some of the heritage, because yeah, it's amazing. It's so cool. I've never been to Newgrange, so that in itself has to happen. Kind of cool to walk under such a giant bridge. Almost back in Drogheda. And we're back. That was a really gorgeous day. What more can I ask for? And that was the Boyne Valley Camino. So it's been a couple of days since I finished it, and I am now going to fill in my Celtic Camino Compostela. Well, I just have to write my own name, really. So here we go. Ellie Bay. 25 kilometres on the 29th of August in Drogheda. It's quite a nice Compostela. So I want to say a huge thank you to the Boyne Valley Camino Society, because they arranged for my passport. They had it ready and waiting for me to collect my stamps in. They provided me with multiple maps of the Boyne Valley Camino and of Drogheda walks and of the Celtic Caminos in general. And they had the Celtic Camino Compostela all collected and ready and waiting for me to do the trail. So if you want a Celtic Camino, or like the Irish Camino Society Pilgrim Passport, you can order it from the Camino Society of Ireland. Order from their website or buy it in St James's Gate in Dublin. And it's the same with the Celtic Camino Compostela. It's the Irish Camino Society that provide and sell these things. So you would want to grab this before you head up to Drogheda in Dublin, or order it online first. And then you would bring this with your collected stamps to St James's Gate to get your Celtic Camino Compostela. As for the trail itself, I really enjoyed it. I think for the style of trail that it does it really well. This is a heritage walk. This is a walk that provides you time to kind of reflect on the big things in life and casually take in the environment around you. This is not a wild wilderness challenge. And I think there is space and need for all kinds of trails. So I think for the kind of heritage Camino aspect, this trail does that really, really well. It was only after I finished that I kind of had the realization that I don't think I climbed a single stile on the Boyne Valley Camino, which is an achievement in itself that you wouldn't think about. But yeah, so the walking, you're either on really small country back lanes, or they bring you through some gorgeous forests, or they bring you along the kind of canal and river walks that are separated from the road. So I think they've done a really great job of using existing infrastructure and utilising already accessible pathways to build this trail. And it brings you through so much of the heritage in the area. I kind of forget just how much heritage there is in that corner of Ireland. As I definitely said in some video clips, I'm going to have to go back and visit some more of the heritage sites in that area. And of course it helped that I had a gorgeous sunny day to walk this trail in. It's something that we don't really get. It's one of the few factors that we can't keep within our control, is that sometimes you're just going to have a washout of a walk, and it can be hard to appreciate it like you would when there's sunshine. So yeah, thank you so much to the Boyne Valley Camino. Have you walked the Boyne Valley Camino? Have you walked any Caminos in general? Any of the Irish pilgrim paths? Let me know. And a huge thank you to everybody who supports Tough Souls on Patreon. It's through your continued support that I can make videos. So I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in our next video. Bye. So a little bit of, I guess, nature and conservation information for you. So out over there is all rush islands, or islands covered in rushes. And this area of the river is tidal, and so it is an SPA, which is a special protection area for birds. So SPAs are basically designated areas for birds, and because this is a very particular habitat, it is protected for their nesting and feeding and wintering. I saw some gannets earlier. Oh, I don't know what you are. That's a new bird to me. Oh, it's gone. Oh, It was like a mini heron, but all white with a black beak and black legs. So if you can identify that for me, there's some more up there actually. Maybe I'll get a shot of them with the real camera. I'll try.